Hello everyone, welcome back to Chatsworth Primary School. We are so looking forward to some of our children returning next week. We've made a video to show you some of the things that are happening around school to make sure we stay as safe as we possibly can. Since we closed on the 23rd of March, the school has actually been partially open to the children of key workers. In fact, we've been open every school day, including bank holidays, Easter holidays and half term. And the staff at Chatsworth have all been well prepared for the reopening of the school next week. When you walk to school, you'll be able to social distance by standing on the spots to keep 2 metres apart. The spots go all the way around and up to the gate. When you arrive at school, there'll be a member of staff waiting to greet you and to make sure that you go to the correct line in the playground. If you come to school from the direction of the shops, you'll be able to enter the site via the pedestrian gate near the office, walk along and follow the spots all the way around to the main entrance. Parents and carers, when you've brought your children into school and they're being checked off the list, we'll ask you to leave straight away by the exit. It would be very helpful if you could walk to school on this side of Heath Road, and when you've dropped your children off, safely cross the road and walk home on the other side of the road. That will help us to social distance in school. Parents and carers of key worker children, when you've dropped your child off at the office door, please can we ask you to leave the site carefully and safely through the car park. When children do come back to school, they'll be allocated to a bubble. Each bubble will have a maximum of 15 children in, and it will be named after a colour and a shape. The line here shows you where yellow star bubble will line up. The children will be spaced out 2 metres apart, and the class teacher will come into the playground to collect the children and take them safely into the classroom. Let's go and have a look at the classroom. We've separated areas for the teachers to be to create safe zones for the staff to work in. The staff will be over here. In this part of the room, the children will not be able to go into. Those of you who've been into our classrooms will know how bright and cheerful they are and how they're packed full of resources normally. Well, as you can see, we've had to completely strip our classrooms back to make sure they are safe environments for our children to be in. Each table will have a maximum of 3 children on. There'll be nobody sitting next to the child, and there'll be nobody sitting opposite them directly. All of the resources the children need will be on the table. Their reading books, their number lines, their exercise books. They'll have their own packs of pencils, papers, glue, sharpeners to use. And we do ask you, please, to send in a box of tissues with your child's name on for them to use. We won't have a one-way system in place in school because our site allows us to have children passing in the corridor with a gap between them. The children, though, will be very well supervised if they have to leave their class bubble. For example, if a child needs to go to the toilet, first of all, they'll be asked to wash their hands in the classroom. They'll then leave, walk down the corridor to an allocated toilet. Everywhere you go, there'll be signs like this one that remind the children to walk on the left-hand side in school, and each morning the class teachers will go over our rules and regulations the children will need to follow. We're able to film in the toilets today because we have no children in this part of school. But when the children do need to go to the toilet, they'll have their own cubicle ready for their own class bubble. You can see this is the yellow star class cubicle. In fact, there are 2 together here. The top sheet is laminated and that will be wiped down every day. The second sheet, eye height for the children, will be replaced each day as well. When the children have been to the toilet, they'll wash their hands at their own class bubble sink. All week the staff have been working extremely hard to prepare our Year 1 classroom for our children's return. Our school has been scrubbed from top to bottom. We're as clean and as safe as any school in the country. Mrs. Coit is a wonderful welfare person. She's well prepared to look after the children when they return to school. We've got PPE to make sure all of our staff stay safe. Normally, the children will have their lunch in one of the school halls. From next week, from the 8th of June, the children will have their lunch in their school hall. Because we want to reduce the amount of equipment travelling between home and school, the children can only bring a water bottle with them. Every child in Year 1 qualifies for a free school meal, and our fantastic new chef Alistair has created a wonderful menu that you'll be able to check out on the website. This is Alistair, our new chef at school, and Alistair is going to tell us what's for lunch on Monday the 8th of June.
So Monday the 8th we'll be having pizza, homemade, freshly made pizza margherita, and with a pasta and nut-free pesto.
As you know, we have some fantastic office staff at school. If you need to speak to the office though, we do ask you now to telephone 0208 560 6018 or 6019. Alternatively, you can email us at office@chatsworth.hounslow.sch.uk. Please note our office is now closed to visitors who do not have an appointment. So please do telephone or email if you need to speak to a member of staff. Each morning when you bring your child to school, there'll be a member of the office staff in the playground. They'll also have a box with them. If you have any paperwork for us, please put your paperwork into the box. But note, to make sure that we stay safe, any paperwork will not be checked for at least 3 school days. If your child does return to school, and we hope they do, then please note we expect them to attend every day, and we expect them to stay until the end of the term. To ensure social distancing and the safety of everybody, please make sure you arrive at school promptly at the time we've given you, and that you collect your child promptly at the end of the day as well. Please note, if you are slightly late to your designated arrival slot, please wait until other groups have come in, and children who are late may not be admitted to school for health and safety reasons. At the end of the day, it's also important that you collect your child promptly. And please don't forget that school is closed on Friday afternoons from 1 p.m. for a thorough clean. If your child does return to school, can I remind you to telephone the school office or to use the app to let us know if they go off sick. That's really important. With the skeleton staff in place, we do not have enough staff to start telephoning parents to find out where the children are.
I hope you like the new classroom setup. Can't wait to see you. Looking forward to seeing you all.
Okay, Year 6, we're really looking forward to you coming back and welcome you with open arms.